Sweet. Well, we'll play again.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Get like a normal hero.
Normal
That hero is super
hero.
specialized. Is a special hero. But there's so many special heroes in this game. That's part of the fun of it is that they can add new heroes so often and make the game exciting, but I could see it being intimidating for a new player.
Sure. I think for me, the coolest thing. Are these both sort of like terrible?
They are, but I really like Sylvanas.
You like so?
Like,
Okay.
I think Sylvanas is higher rated than people realize, so a lot of people will put her in trash tier.
Okay.
Um, but I actually think she's better than people notice. She's kind of like Edwin, where she gets to do +1/+1 twice, but instead of doing it on one minion, you get to do it on two minions.
Sure. And it
You
costs
just don't,
zero.
you miss the gold value, but you also miss the gold value on Edwin because you are spending one gold to do it, and with her it's free.
Sure.
So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that ties into exactly what I was saying. I think the most interesting thing about this game is when some people have strategies for a particular hero that are just like better than other people's strategies. Do we take this?
Yeah.
2, 3.
And
Can we go Micro
yes.
Machine?
No.
Micro Machine is my favorite.
No. Oh
No?
no.
No?
No. The
The
2/3 is
first
good.
the first game of Battlegrounds that I ever won, I had 2 Micro Machines with more than 30 power at the same time.
Yes. How much health did they have?
Like 30 ish.
How did they have 30 health?
I think I had a brand
Okay.
and
Okay.
light fang and a bunch of like it was
Light
a
Fang used
beginner
to
lobby, so
buff much more too.
just level.
Yep. So
This part's
the,
easy.
the part with Sylvanas that helps her the most is buying, in the early game at least, buying tokens. Because
Sure.
you buy the token, then you sell off a token to buff, because giving +1/+1 to two things is better than having 1/1/1.
Yeah, makes
So,
sense.
so like if you next turn saw an alley cat and a rat pack, you could buy an alley cat, sell a 1/1, then hero power off the other 1/1 to buff the rat pack to be a 3/3,
Mhm.
and that's already way more value.
And
Then you
there
have
are
a
there are sort of some minions which are really good to buff and others which aren't that great to buff,
right.
right? This doesn't
Alright.
look that great.
I would buy the bomb, and then since you only have 5 gold, there's no reason to like sell your current minion to buy a second one because those aren't any better.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would just roll twice. Roll again. And you can freeze that board right there. Because the Zoobot will buff your dragon to a 3/4, and then the 3/3 will buff your Zoobot and your 2/2.
So we're getting some stats on board.
So you're getting early stats. Early game is all about creating the most stats, more stats than your opponent can create. So, not about like forcing beasts or forcing mechs or anything. It's just like forcing stats and size, like size on the board.
Sure. Is something I struggle with a little bit is sometimes I will get one minion that's like really big, but it's not a very good late game minion. Like maybe I'll accidentally make a Zubot that's like 13/13, and then I don't know when to get rid of
When
it.
to get rid of it. Yeah, that's the hard thing. I think I used to struggle with that a lot too, and I still do it sometimes. Just like realizing when other things are going to create more value. Like especially if you're doing like a buff comp where you're buffing, because you want to be buffing your stuff. Because there's a point in the game where you're buying value, and then there's a point in the game where it's turning into a composition. And then once you have a basic composition, then you need to be buffing that composition. So you should always have like one spot in your 7 cards, like it really should be a 6-card composition, and one spot to sell and buy buffs for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always hard for people to find. So that might be the time you sell it, when you start to buff your composition up.
Just level an Imprisoner here would be my guess.
Level. Yeah, Imprisoner is the best thing. We're still not hero powering because we haven't been offered a token or anything. And like selling your smallest minions at 3/3, selling that to give 1/1 to 1/1 is not good enough.
Yeah.
To lose a minion.
Any minion at tier like 3 or below that's so good that you'd be buffing it aggressively right now just because you thought it would stay with you the entire game? Like maybe the Dragon Warden with Divine Shield and Reborn.
Bronze Warden Dragon on 3, Cobalt on 3. My cards up. On 4, it's Hydra.
Sure.
And
there's nothing really on 1 or 2, is
your
there?
Rat Pack.
Oh, Rat Pack on 2. Eventually, you usually sell Rat Pack, though, is my understanding.
Yeah, unless, yeah, but it's really good in kind of like the early mid game. Might not end up in your final comp, but
sure, makes sense to me. Ooh. Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay.
yeah.
Nice work out there.
All right, so
So the only thing that's here that does anything really would be Overseer to buff our taunt.
right, I'd buy that and roll.
Is this a demon? It is a demon.
Yep.
So we could go like Murloc Tidemaster, get 2+1/+1s and this or something, and make somebody big. Is that the idea?
Wait, 4 gold.
So this is like 3 gold for +2/+2 on these two or something, yeah?
I honestly think I would just buy the N'Zoth and roll one more.
The N'Zoth. Oh.
Yeah.
I would have
N'Zoth
definitely not done that. So this is
N'Zoth is the
instructive
best
for
card
me.
in the early game.
Gotcha. So maybe I'm
adds
just
1,
undervaluing
2, 3,
it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It adds 12 stats to your board.
Sure.
Where the demon added a 5/4 in other thing. And like the token is nice, it just didn't fit into the mana. This is unfortunate, but he had a pretty nice board. He had the Bronze Warden.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Ooh, our own Bronze Warden.
When it
All right.
gets reborn, it goes back to being a 2/1, right? It like loses its power and toughness buff.
Yeah, but it's still something good to buff.
Yeah.
But you can't really buff it now. I still like I like leveling. And then buying the bronze. And I guess we
like this.
yeah, I like that.
Oh shit. I didn't know that was how it worked.
You have to use the hero power.
I don't know how it worked.
You can just roll. It's fine. Now we can look for 4 drafts. All right. I don't want this. Okay, so just put that in.
Look, I tried my best.
It was, you know.
That one's on
It was
me.
a learning experience.
Yeah, that was a learning experience.
We all
Do we
have
want to
learning
freeze for
experience.
Siegebreaker?
No.
We really
Figure
don't
isn't
have
really good.
any sort of comp here at all, right? Like,
Nah,
not even the
again,
beginnings.
I don't like finding comps too early. I like leveling and see. Now there was a character who can find comps early because they can roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're finding it.
Not quite
Again,
online
like-
yet, though. We're gonna be okay, right?
Yeah,
Ish.
because like size. Oh man, I mean, you don't take a lot of damage.
I bet if
5.
I had +2/+2 on my team, I would have tied that round. Just saying.
Maybe.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Alrighty. So the Bulwar's pretty good. Buy that and roll because you have the Bronze Warden.
We're rolling, yeah.
Yeah.
Another bot.
Yeah, I'll take another bot. That's good. I don't know if I'd put it in. I'd roll again after buying it. Okay. Now here I would sell. All right. I would sell the 5/3.
And we're selling it, not hero powering. Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking. All right.
Buy the Soul Juggler and put it in between. Put it in and put the N'Zoth between it and the 2/1
Between it and the 2/1.
and sell that N'Zoth.
Sell or hero power?
Hero power than N'Zoth.
Okay, that one was you. That one wasn't me.
And then put the Bolvar in. And put the 2/4 farther up and the 5/5 farther up. Put the Bronze Warden slightly back. There you go. Even one more back even. Yeah. The Soul Juggler has so much value with Imprisoner.
You can win this thing.
So I really, anytime I have one of them and I see the other, I usually buy it. And I do like buffing the Soul Juggler because it puts it out of range of an opponent having a Soul Juggler. If it was at 5 health, it'd be best because it's out of range of
Boombot.
Boombot, right?
Yeah. Oh, this looks bad.
Oh, so bad. I can't believe we got an early Mama Bear. That's not good for us. Oh my gosh. Sounds insane.
How does that even happen?
So he played a
Year
greedy, he
4?
just like hero powered something a couple times after he got to 4.
Replace a minion in Bob's Tavern with a minion from a higher tavern tier.
Yeah.
So,
It's
like,
unfortunate.
hero power it, then freeze, and hero power it again? And
Yeah.
gotcha.
Alright, I think I'd roll here. Nothing that adds too much value to us. Ooh, another Imprisoner. Buy that. So good with the Soul Juggler.
And
We're
roll.
still kind of figuring out our comp.
Do we want to level since we're against someone who's dead?
Um,
Get rid of this? We don't want this, right? And level?
yeah, we can do that. I like it. I guess that because that's a safe Imprisoner. I'd also look to like they're dead, but why are they so dead? They took 23 from Rat, and is Rat just pounding damage? Rat Pack only did 5 to Galakron. Galakron did 15 to
Well,
us.
Galakron had a mama bear and stuff. Yeah, they might actually be sort of strong, huh?
Yeah, so that's another thing is like just because they're dead doesn't mean they're weak.
Yeah.
But you got 2 Imprisoners now with a Soul Juggler that made you just super strong because that's 3, 6, 9, 12 damage plus the damage on board from them, which is 8, 10.
Sure.
And then the 2/4 is also damage with the Soul Juggler. Like it's just a ton of
Win this thing.
damage. Soul Juggler with Imprisoner can really help you just like power through to a later game.
Whoa, did it just kill the dragon before the dragon did its damage? It did. I've never
Yeah,
seen that
can
before.
happen. Yeah,
OP.
order matters. It's random. Nice.
So, we're not trying to go like 7 demons here, are we?
So if we found Void Lords, they'd be really good with the Soul Juggler, but we only have 1 Soul Juggler, which is kind of rough. So we can either like start to find things that go with the Divine Shield or start to go with the Soul Juggler.
Okay.
These
But
things I don't
nothing
like.
here is...
Ooh, let's grab that.
Just see what it gives straight away?
Yeah. So two good options is Imp Mama and Holy Mackerel.
It would be more interesting for me to see how you made Holy Mackerel work here, but I would always go Imp Mama myself. Because it, like,
Yeah, because you have Divine Shields already, and Holy Mackerel is the best
yeah,
card in the game. But I
I
think
get
that Imp
that.
Mama's the safer choice, and Imp Mama, I would pick Imp Mama just because
Okay.
it's safer.
We have a bunch of other stuff to
I
do. We
wouldn't
still got
play it
6
yet.
gold to spend.
Yeah, I'd roll.
So,
All right, so buy. Hmm,
do I have a mech? I have that.
you do have a mech. I'd buy the 2/4 and play it on the
This 2/4?
yeah, play it on the 8/8 and sell it with your actual selling, and then buy the Anoia module, put it on the bomb, and then put your Imp Mama out, put it to the right a little more, one more. There you go.
I think you
I think I mostly had the same idea as you there.
Okay.
I think.
The positioning of Imp Mama is kind of weird because if she takes damage early, she doesn't actually res anything if you have a full board. So you have to just like make sure some things will die
Right.
so that it gets some value. It's a little interesting with Imp Mama.
But on the other hand, we do want
Right,
to
if
make
it's
a
too
taunt
late-
with Demon.
Right. So
Before
like
our
it
Soul
could
Joker's
maybe
dead.
be a little earlier.
Oh, this is the full health person. I don't even think they were
Yeah.
that strong. They're like, okay.
Did they kill us?
Not
You're
quite.
good. Ooh, we're alive. Find
how's it going out there?
demons or more soul jugglers or something. Okay, I'd definitely roll.
Yeah, we don't want to Bran. Do we care about going for this triple? It's not even that good of a triple, right?
I like a triple, but it definitely helps the Baron. Piecing a mech player. I think I'd take it over the 2/4. It does more damage. It does.
Okay. But we
I'll
can
explain.
keep
Just
rolling
roll.
for right now, yeah.
I would sell the 2/4, buy the 6/8, and buff the 3/2.
That'll do some damage.
And then I'd roll one time. That does buff. Yeah, I think you're selling the 6/8 for the 2/3 at this point and just trying to get your minions as buff as possible. And then
we can
instead of
hero
selling that,
power
you're
the
gonna buff up the
2/3.
Imp Mama and the 6/5, yeah.
And then we're playing
And
the
then
other
get the
Bronze
bronze
Warden.
in, yeah.
And we're putting this maybe one forward.
Yeah, I like it. Like, I wish we probably have to get away from the Soul Juggler, unfortunately, because we only have one. It's so good if it's a triple or you have two. Obviously, you want triple because it doesn't take up too much board space. You played around Cleave very
Oh.
well.
It still hurts.
Ah, yeah. You played around it. There's another Cleave, but it shouldn't be as painful, and hopefully it hits the Mama, which
Yep.
it did. So that's really good. You're gonna get at least 3 Mom strikes, which is nice.
I feel like we got so lucky in this.
No, you had a great board.
I outplayed. I'll believe you. Have you there's a thing that like simulates fights and shows you
Right.
how
I haven't,
often you haven't
Bob's
actually tried that out.
buddy. I haven't got to try it yet, no.
Seems like it would be cool. I don't know how useful it'd actually be though. I don't know.
So he's Beast. He took a lot of damage from Ysera. And Ysera took a lot from... interesting. I think we roll. But we could consider leveling for a Zap, because Zap is anti-Beast. But he's level 5, so he could have... It's just a little scary.
Seems hard to get zap. I'll
Yeah,
roll.
so let's roll then.
And roll again. And
Ooh, a triple.
grab that. Play it.
Exactly what you were looking for.
Do I want that egg? Potentially. Maybe with this. Or just gas coiler.
I guess we could, okay, grab the Kangors and then sell the Soul Juggler and sell the Olvar for the egg. Oh man, we were actually needed to like, ooh, save the Annoying module.
Oh! Oh! Come on.
Yeah, the position's kind
That
of
was
hard,
unfair.
and if the egg doesn't die, it's kind of bad. And
What's your thought process there? Because we sort of ran out of time to actually talk about it all.
like we don't have much for the Soul Juggler. Like I know we have an Imp Mama, but it's only like we don't have a triple. We didn't even have a double on it. So we got to, we do have a Golden Bomb, and we were given a Kangor and shown an egg. So it's like, wait, we could just develop a Death Rattle comp and transition into that, because while Soul Juggler comp's a really good mid game, unless you get at least a few of them, it's not gonna be good late game. Where this would be good late game. It could have been like too aggressive of a transition for us, probably. And the Annoy module would have been like so awesome. And then also we probably needed to buff the egg with our hero power, and we needed to reposition for the egg to be sooner. But maybe Kangors wasn't as good without yeah, so we like barely lost. So if
Yeah,
that had
if we'd play
we
that
had the Annoy
turn-
module and if we buffed the egg, we would have won
Right.
the round. It's really hard when you're co-oping.
Yeah, well, it's really hard without you
Yeah.
too. I would not have done that well without you, I don't think.
Yeah, the Soul Juggler, a lot of people don't like to get rid of, but if you don't have a triple on it by the late game, it's just not good anymore.
Sure. And yeah, I understand what you're saying about getting the egg going, and we could definitely have gotten more stats by buffing and getting the Annoya module down. So everything
Yeah.
that you just said made sense to me. I doubt I could have realized that that was what I was meant to do sitting there.
Realizing when to leave cards and go forward is really hard because you have that, what's it called? It's like a psychological thing, you know?
Sunk
where you're like,
costs. That one?
yeah, sunken cost fallacy.
Yeah.
You're just like, I've been going for this the whole game. I don't want to leave it. And you're like, but this
That makes sense.
it'd be better.
And I definitely noticed that you have like a very clear idea of what late game comps can look like, and I just don't.
Yes.
And so sometimes you're looking at a board and you're like, oh, this is a way we can transition to this late game thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't even really understand that that exists.
Right.
It's
So
cool to see.
transitioning into late game. And I think before, when I wasn't playing as well, was when I would just try get to the late game without transitioning there safely enough.
All right. So like
So
you're
I'd, like,
going
pick a
straight for a
Baron.
late game comp to begin with.
Right. Like, for
Yeah.
example, Baron is the card that your death rattle is triggered twice. Sometimes I'd pick him with not a single death rattle because I'm like, oh, this will be great. But I'm in a losing situation where I'm dying. And so picking that is really unsafe because it's just a 1/7. And so in certain situations, it's like, okay, but if you're dying, you can't pick that card. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense. I had like one game where I got an early Caligos. Is that the name of the dragon that buffs all the other dragons? Mm-hmm. And then I had like 5 to 10 more games where I was like, all right, I'm just going to level to 5, get a triple, and get the dragon that buffs the other dragons, and I'm going to win. And I won some
Right.
games like that, but it was not a good strategy. But I can
I mean,
relate
there's-
to the
it's
idea.
just knowing when to be greedy is also really important. Like knowing, oh, I can level here. This person is not doing well. I'm gonna level
Sure.
while I get to face them. Or
Did
something
you
like
play any teamfight tactics or any other like auto battlers like the
that.
Dota stuff?
Tiny bit. I played Underlords more because I'm a mobile gamer.
Okay.
So I played TFT a little bit because I was in a Twitch tournament for it. But
Oh yeah, at TwitchCon, yeah.
at TwitchCon, but I did okay considering I'd never played it before. But I more was like Underlords, and then Underlords made the big transition right around when Battlegrounds came out. So I was like, I'll just play Battlegrounds. Became obsessed.
Sure. one thing, because I played a ton of Teamfight Tactics and haven't really played other auto battlers, and in Teamfight Tactics, I always was pretty comfortable with when I could level, because when I leveled, my board size got bigger, so I was always getting stronger while I was leveling, and it felt like that made the investment a lot simpler to understand. Whereas in this game, it feels like sometimes I'll level and like it actually like makes it harder to find the really crucial piece that I needed right now or something, because like so
Right.
now I'm level 4, but I didn't even
Yeah,
need a
leveling's
level
like
4
the
piece.
opposite here, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're ahead on board, leveling's really important because then you can keep trying to be ahead. But your waste, like it's kind of like going to be a turn that you might take some health damage. So
Sure.
if you're really behind, leveling probably isn't the key. Like there'll be games where everyone's already to 5 and 6, and I'm just staying on 3 and 4 because I just want to get top 4. And so I'm like, I won't get first, but I'm not going to get 6 because I'm just going to stay down here and get stronger as much as I can
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
not waste my gold on leveling.